Hi guys, today I'm going to be installing this hold down kit to make sure that my generator inlet port is code compliant. So what this little thing does is it just connects right here and then holds down the breaker. So according to NEC code 40836D, it says plug-in type overcurrent protection devices or plug-in type main lug assemblies that are backfed and used to terminate field installed ungrounded supply conductors shall be secured in place by an additional fastener that requires other than a pull to release the device from the mounting means of the panel. So this is for backfeed devices, which is what a generator inlet port is. So basically they're saying that they don't want this breaker to be able to come loose, because if it does come loose and you have a generator feeding power to here, these lugs here are going to be hot. This isn't usually an issue the other way around, because when you pull this out, it disconnects from the lugs in the power panel and it's not hot anymore. This is safe. But when we're backfeeding, this now becomes live. So we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. So they sell these little kits that just go into there. So the kit that I'm installing is the Eaton one. And it's just a plug-on neutral CHP HD. So it should be a simple install, and this will make my setup code compliant. So first thing, safety first, turn off the power. So when you're working on these panels, this is turned off, but the top is always live. So I'm going to be using some safety equipment. I am not an electrician. I don't do this regularly, and I don't trust myself. So I'm going to be wearing some rubber gloves and taking a lot of precautions. Alrighty, here's my rubber gloves and my insulated screwdriver. These things are rated for 500 volts. I don't want to test that. So this thing just goes on here, I think. Yeah. And keeps this breaker, which is the generator inlet breaker from being able to come out. You guys see that? I'll zoom in if you need. So now this breaker can't come out. Now let's go take a closer look. So I just installed this little bracket here, and now this is nice and secure. So let's recap. What do we need to make sure that feeding power from a generator is code compliant? One, we need some way to make sure that the generator does not backfeed into the main utility power. This could be an automatic transfer switch or a interlock kit like I have here. Two, you gotta make sure that your wire gauges are large enough. So if you're doing a 30 amp service, you need to make sure that you have 10 gauge wire. If you're doing a 50 amp service, you need to have 6 gauge wire. Next, if you're doing an outdoor installation like I am, you have to make sure that you have outdoor rated cable, such as this UF-B cable. Romex or NMB cables will not be code compliant, even through a conduit outdoors here. So you have to have this or the individually stranded cables rated for outdoor use. Lastly, make sure that you have this tie down kit to make sure that the breaker that's backfeeding power does not go anywhere. Any other important details to keep in mind for making your backup generator connection code compliant? Please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching my video.